Alright guys, just want to show you some of the stuff I've kept in the back of my car. It's coming real handy for cooking when we're on little campouts or hiking in the woods or just on adventures with my daughter. One, two, yeah, a couple of these, don't I? Anyway, this is what my Lixada stove set has boiled down to, and I got a little titanium spork here. I found these marshmallow cookers. I cook hot dogs over that little wood stove. Works real well. I had a little windscreen made that for when I was using my little alcohol stove. I have what's this one? Those Bud Light bottles make nice alcohol stoves because it's its own pot stand. Side burner alcohol stove. You can look up all kinds of designs making those. And I had found a titanium, looks like it's 1.5 liter pot. And you got to keep these in a little bag so that smoot doesn't get all over everything. But it has a frying pan built in. So this pot set worked real well with the Lixada stove. Looks like I've got a couple little fire starting fat wood. There's that Lixada stove with its with my fix still holding up very well. I put a little screen down the bottom, or a little piece of metal with holes I found that just helps keep the smaller sticks from falling out. But that fix I did years ago still holding up just fine. No worries there. And I also ordered a larger tall windscreen. So I think this is like 9 inches tall or something like that. And on windy days I found this tall folding windscreen worked real well. Just to go around the whole setup, just to keep the wind from blowing through the holes at the top of the wood stove. And these little things push down in the dirt, just to keep the windscreen from blowing away. This is real cheap, like $3 or something. That's come in handy too. So that's kind of the setup I've been using. I got a little alcohol here for the days I just need to heat up something. If it's rehydrating a meal or doing hot cocoa for my daughter, or because it's cold out, or cooking up some hot dogs or macaroni and cheese, or I always felt this would be an emergency for boiling water if you had to. But I have a water filter in there somewhere too, one of those Sawyer minis. Those are real handy, just always have. But anyway, this is what I've had. I also got a little squishy bowl. That's good. It's coming real handy, this little cook set. Always keep it in my car. But I wanted to show you now is what Lixada started selling now. They sell a pot and stove set for, I think this was maybe $11 or something, but now they sell a stove and pot and pan set for like $24 or something, which is a real good deal. Let me show you that, because I've been giving those away as gifts. They make a great little set. If you haven't got something like this yet, it's a good place to start because it's cheap and super efficient. I find that this top, what is this called? Gasification stove. Just a couple sticks out of, like, you'd see just a couple sticks laying around. This little handful of sticks right there would be all you need to cook like two cups of water, you know, or a couple hot dogs or whatever. You don't need, it's very fuel efficient, probably the most fuel efficient I've found. I've had several different folding or little backpacking wood stoves that you just had to keep feeding a lot of wood into them, and they weren't very efficient. This one, you pack it in there, light it from the top to the bottom. It just burns a continuous smoke-free fire, like 10 to 15 minutes. I'll put a link up here at the top to my other video. Shows you just how to burn those to the maximum efficiency. All right, let me show you what they're selling now, though. All right, here's what they sell. They sell a stainless steel pot set with the stove. It is, I believe this one's a 1 liter. It comes with this outer bag, which is good for keeping the smut off your gear. I again added a Bud Light side burning stove, alcohol stove. You can use that yellow heat additive available at every gas station in America. You also need to get another bag. This one came from a holster, but another good bag that fits, when I gave one to my brother, was a Crown Royal. That little purple bag comes with Crown Royal. That keeps all the smut from the inside of your pot. But this looks like it is a 1 liter. Yeah, 1 liter pot, stainless steel pot with a little frying pan or lid, little cook set. Came with it for like 25 bucks. You get the whole stove and everything. Let me set this up and show you that. Of course, this one, you know, I had bad quality control issues with my first one, but this one, it's great, nice and sturdy. You can see it here with the windscreen. That windscreen's tall enough to just block all the wind that might affect, you know, this has big holes here, all the wind that might affect that while you're trying to cook something. There it'd be, just like that. And of course, add a little, add a second bag for the stove, so you keep your smut outside of your pot, and then a little alcohol stove of some sort. You type side burning alcohol stoves or alky stoves, and then you can make one of those pretty easy. And a little hot dog skewer. What else goes good with this set? Oh, I've also found, like, they're just real convenient. This sits on top of, like, when you go to little picnic areas at some of these parks we go to, they always have that little barbecue grill place, and these just set right up on top of there, and I can cook and not draw any attention myself. You don't need really very many sticks. There's always just a couple sticks laying around a parking lot. I've never had a problem finding fuel for it, except for real rainy days when we pull into a parking lot and we still want to look for shark's teeth or something, and we're cold, and that's when the little alcohol stove can heat up some water for hot cocoa or something easy. But you know, impending doom, the way the world's going, a little stove setup like this is probably handy in everyone's trunk. I recommend this one. I'll put a link on AliExpress where you can find these stove sets and the windscreens. All right, thanks for watching. It's a quick review of the little Bud Light bottle side burning alcohol stove I made. Added some wick. This I think is like fiberglass wick or something. A little super glue. This just lets me pick it up when they're real hot, or move the stove when it's still hot. Just keeps you from burning your fingers. You add a little alcohol. You mark the bottle like this so you can measure how much you've been putting in. I'll just give it a little squirt to show you how it works. But I found this Bud Light bottle size gave the optimum flame pattern for this 1 liter pot that the Lixada stove comes with. Let it heat up for a sec. I don't try not to waste the extra heat when I'm out there. Just kind of hold your pot over it. Once it blooms, you set the pot down. It takes a couple seconds. Guess what that does is boil in the alcohol. The fumes from the alcohol come pushing out those jets. There they start. There we go. Once it's hot enough to boil that alcohol, you just set your pot on there. In about the middle. You see that should calm down in a sec. And like the ideal flame pattern for that 1 liter stainless pot it came with. Alright, calm down. Perfect. Now, windscreen comes in handy for this too. So that little $3 windscreen or you know, it's handy to have in the car. Don't always need it, but boy, when you do have it, you're happy. Oh well. Yeah, pretty much that's the set. Little squirt bottle comes in handy. These made good gifts. Like, you're looking at $30, I think, altogether. Can't go wrong.